but I'm still setting up. So it'll just be, no, that's the wrong button. Let's click the right button. There we go. I'm still getting this underway. I'm still getting my act together. Let's see, I gotta drag this window over. No, let's do this. Make that window smaller. Ads, how are you? DNK, or Dirk, how are you? Okay. Now let's drag the window. Why is my computer so slow today? I hope it doesn't freeze up like it's happened in the past. This has happened. So, hi everybody. I think I'm ready. Oh, why did it not notify my followers? Notify. Why is this not working? I'm clicking on, there it goes. I'm clicking on the notify for all of my, hey CJ, AJ and CJ both joined. Hello, and Smile joined. Welcome. Oh, hold on, one more thing to click on. Lauren, how are you? Emma, Nancy, how you doing tonight? Lauren. Casey. Badge? I'm sorry, that's hard to read. Oh, and you know what? I have to change the screen because I am not seeing the necessary information on this screen. So pardon me. Does this screen have the necessary information, or is it only on the, oh, it's only on the other screen. I'll change one more time. Oh no, this one has it. Okay, I think this, no, that doesn't have it. Let me change to the screen that does have it. I think this one has it. Change. Come on. There we go. There we go. Cologne, how are you? Egghead. Egghead is here. This one, now this one should have it. Why am I not seeing the notifications? I don't get it. All right, well, you know, I have a chat window, and I found out that the notifications don't all show up in the chat window. But they do show up when I can look at the screen, but not, apparently not on this. So which is the screen that has it? Let me try this one again. All right, let's try this one again and see if it works. Hey, Fami, April, NYX, how are you? How old am I? You know, I have a song about that topic. I could start with that. I don't even know. I didn't even plan out my. I usually don't have my. I never have my set list planned, but I do sometimes. I do like to. Oh, there it is. Now I see it. Isabella and Bean are here. So I do original songs, April. I hope you'll hang around. But since Fami asked me how old I am, maybe that's the song I could start with tonight, because I do have a song about that. Although I'm wondering if I should just start playing or if I should talk and chat a little while and explain what I do. I'm a songwriter, and I can talk about songwriting for hours. I can talk about a lot of things for hours, or I can talk about nothing for hours. So, but I guess I'm going to do a song. But feel free, you know, leave comments, suggestions, you know, feedback, questions, anything you want to leave, and if it's nice and worthwhile. Oh, somebody just subscribed? Did somebody just subscribe to my channel? Oh, thank you. Oh, Nabs liked my channel. Okay, liked my live. Thank you so much. Jim Carrey. You know, I used to get this all the time. Give me an advice. And advice is, whatever it is that you're doing, do your best. That's my best advice. So, you know, people used to say this to me all the time online. I never hear it in real life, but I used to hear it all the time online. And recently I haven't been hearing it, but suddenly I'm hearing it again because I heard it last time. I heard it a couple of days ago, and I heard it again. But all these "you look like Jim Carrey" comments reminded me that like 30 years ago, more than 30 years ago, I guess, I wrote a song called Dumb and Dumber. And when people started saying, and actually that song opened a lot of doors for me in the music industry. So people started telling me I looked like Jim Carrey, and I remembered, I should relearn that song. So I started playing it in my lives, and people started asking for it. So I decided to release it. So now it's out on you can hear it on my website, you can hear it on Spotify. You should be able to find the links in my bio. But I'm going to play it because whenever when somebody mentions Jim Carrey, I just feel like it's time to play Dumb and Dumber. Well, thank you so much. And that's the second question about how old I am. And I was about to play, I have a song about that. And I was going to play that, but now I got to play Dumb and Dumber, and then I can play the song about how old I am. How's that sound? Oh, and thank you so much, Olio, for the follow. Is that Olio? Am I saying that right? Thank you so much for the follow. And those of you just joining, I'm Seth Hilary. I'm a songwriter sharing original songs that you will not find anywhere else, and hopefully spreading good vibes. So in a restart, I'm a songwriter. I'm sharing originals that you will not hear anywhere else. Probably not. Well, actually, some of these songs have been recorded by independent artists and have been in movies and films. But anyway, we mentioned Jim Carrey. Oh, and if you are enjoying my live, please don't forget to like, share, follow if you're not following me, or subscribe. And if you want to support me, and you can see my live goal, it's 2 hand hearts. Any support would be appreciated. Another Jim Carrey comment. We stopped getting those. We started getting John Malkovich comments. But now that we're getting Jim Carrey, that's okay, Wonder Boy. Now that we're getting Jim Carrey comments again, it's time to play Dumb and Dumber. Sorry, got distracted. Happens a lot. Thank you, April. When it comes to my heart, I always use my head. I don't get involved, cause I know how insane love gets. I read the book about Venus and Mars with my feet firmly on Earth. But I fell for her and blew it real bad, then messed it up worse. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, I sure did catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. She's a homecoming queen. She's the 4th of July. One look at her and I was stark raving out of my mind. We lit a flame till my brain stepped in and said, get a grip on yourself. Now I gotta see her holding hands with somebody else. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, I sure did catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. I use logic, I take calculated risk. Hey Mary and Longfishes, how are you? But I didn't count on wanting her like this. And thank you for liking Alive. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, oh man, did I catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. that song. Well, I mean, like I said, this song opened some doors for me in Nashville. I actually had it on hold for a major label artist who was a guy who was having a bunch of hits in the early 90s. There was this guy, Joe Diffie, and he used to do these really fun songs. So there was this guy in Nashville named Ralph Murphy. He was like, everybody in Nashville knew Ralph Murphy. He was the vice president. He was a hit songwriter and a successful music publisher, and then became a vice president of ASCAP. And I used to meet with him on a regular basis, and he liked my stuff. But he told me I should find a song plugger, so he set me up with this song plugger. And immediately, oh, Heidi, thank you for the hi bear. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for the love. So he connected me with the songwriter, and like almost instantly, she got me this song on this hold with Joe Diffie. But it turned out, so this is the kind of thing that happens in the music business. Everything, the stars have to align for everything to work out. So, he had my song, and then this other song came in called "This Is Your Brain on Love," and they decided they loved that song, and they decided that was going to be the single, the next single. So they recorded that one, and they thought, well, you can't have two songs about brains on the same album, so they dropped mine. But I would play this out at these writers' nights. I remember one night. It's really hard to get attention at these writers' nights. Everybody's trying to get attention. There's so many songwriters, trying to show off their stuff and trying to get attention. I played this song one night, and I had the whole place like singing along. The other musicians on stage, there was a fiddle player on stage, and we just started singing and playing along, and everybody's clapping and singing in this writers' night. That like never happens, but it happened with that song. So, and thank you, Sweeney, for the follow. Thank you so much. So anyway, I got the Jim Carrey thing out of the way. Now, a couple of people asked me how old I am. Well, like I said, everything has to align in the music business. I would have definitely been a hit songwriter by now. But actually, I screwed it up. I mean, if I had just done everything like that I should have done, I would have definitely gotten a major deal and probably had many hits by now. But it was my fault. It was mostly my anxiety and insecurities that did me in. But April, so I'm doing original songs. I hope you'll hang around. So that was an original. And now, again, a couple of people have asked me how old I am. And I have a song about this subject. And I really like this song. It's a meaningful song to me. And hopefully it'll be meaningful to you, even though you're probably a lot younger than me. A child's birthday's a party with their friends. Mine feels like a countdown to the end. I look back on the distance I have come. There are doors I still wanna open up. I have songs about anxiety too. My body's past its prime, but mostly working fine, and I've still got time to hunt treasure. It's easy to believe that I'm too old to dream, but I'm young enough to know better. The clock is ticking till the day it's not, and that goes for all of us. Well, I'm kicking, I'll give it all I've got. My plans maybe aren't meant to be, but a ray of hope is just enough for me. My body's past its prime, mostly working fine, and I've still got time to hunt treasure. It's easy to believe that I'm too old to dream, but I'm young enough to know better. When all is done and I'm laid to rest, I'll be in peace if I've done my best. I'm on a quest. My body's past its prime, but mostly working fine, and I've still got time to hunt treasure. easy to believe that I'm too old to dream, but I'm young enough to know better. It's easy to believe that I'm too old to dream, but I'm young enough to know better. I'm young enough to know better. I'm young enough to know better. Oh, thank you, Brendan. Welcome. Oh, let's see. You know, I'm missing some messages. For some Janelle, how are you? A lot of these messages are not showing up in the chat window, but if I look at the screen view, I can see the messages. And you know what? I just realized one other thing. My screens are not properly. Oh, I'm muted? No audio. Sorry, I'm so glad I checked the chat because no audio inputs. What do you mean, Ed? Okay, now I'm no longer muted. I'm glad I looked at that chat because I was muted someplace and now I'm not. And I don't know if anybody's still there anymore. But people cared enough to tell me I was muted. So, oh, thank you, Raina, for 21 roses. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for the love. And what does that say? Yeah? What is that? Tap, tap, tap. Oh, long fishes. Thank you. All right, well, I can pin that. Why not? If you say something nice, if I can, I'll pin your comment. Wait a second now. Now my windows are all messed up again. Let me unmess my windows. Okay, they are now unmessed. Yeah, I was muted. There's one other app I'm streaming from, and I was muted there, apparently. So now I'm not there. Oh, I'm so glad you're there. I'm so glad you're still here listening. Yes. So my name is Seth Hilary. I'm sharing original songs. Oh, do you mind if I spend a second to self-promote a little bit? Because that song, I've done this with several songs. So on my website, I have artist merch. And a lot of them, some of them are just, I have like album cover art, t-shirts, but some of them, my favorite ones are the ones where I've taken song lyrics and created, there's certain lines that I feel like stand by themselves. And that song has one of them, and it's A Ray of Hope is Just Enough for Me. So I made merch with that line. You can get t-shirts. I have a mouse pad. Here's what it looks like, if you can see this. I don't know if you can see this. A Ray of Hope is Just Enough for Me. That's with a mouse pad. But the t-shirts also say that. So my website is sethhilary.com, and there should be a link in my profile that takes you there. And also on the website, you can download my music. You can stream it, download it. You can also sign up for the Seth Heads newsletter. Oh, so now, wait, what if somebody said something? Oh, Song for the Ages. That's pretty funny. Thank you so much, Mr. Penguin. So, Wonder Boy, I don't know if you're still there. Yeah, I was muted only. I'm streaming on like 4 different apps, and one of them was muted. And I unmuted it. Usually there's nobody even there watching from that app. I thought I might as well use this one. I'm kind of new over there. I don't have too many followers over there. Thank you, Aileen. But I thought I might as well stream there anyway. But apparently there are some people there now. And I'm so glad you're here. All of you who are there. All of you who are everywhere. So, I don't even remember what quote I made. A ray of hope is just enough for me. So another quote that I turned into merch, actually the first one, is from this other song. It's called, the quote is, "Gratitude and a heartbeat. What more does anyone need?" So, Wonder Boy, I have a couple of songs about, like, anxiety. Maybe I should do one. This is one that is on the album I released all the way back in 2018. And actually it was the first album, and still really the only album I released, even though I've released like a gazillion singles since then. But I'm going to do this song. It's about anxiety. I like to take my my issues and do something positive with them. I try to my dream in life is to have my songs make a little bit of a difference in the world, make somebody's life a little bit better. So if I share my trials and tribulations with the message of trying to always find a way to move forward, then maybe I can, help somebody else out too. So I wrote this song, and anybody who's ever struggled with anxiety, or if you know anybody who has, maybe you can relate to this. My brain says, let's go. My body says, oh my God. It's a flood and an earthquake from my head to my heart. It's beating faster and bending disaster, shaking all over. My feet getting colder. I want to run away. Run away. 'Cause fear is a monster, a dream-killing horror that screams to be conquered by reason. It stands over me. No big fangs, but no teeth. Its power is all in what I see. There's really nothing here, just fear. Another deep breath still doesn't turn off my mind. But despite all the panic, my life's not on the line. Just keep breathing, keep on believing, gonna get through it, just gotta do it. Start with just a step. Just a step. 'Cause fear is a monster, a dream-killing horror that screams to be conquered by reason. It stands over me, big fangs but no teeth. Its power is all in what I see. There's really nothing here, just fear. I'll get it all together if I can just remember. It's a monster, a dream-killing horror that screams to be conquered by reason. It stands over me, big fangs but no teeth. Its power is all in what I see. There's really nothing here, just fear. There's really nothing here, just fear. Oh, well, thank you, NYC. Can I pin that comment? I don't know if I can pin comments over here. Can I pin? Doesn't look like I... Oh, no. I cannot pin comments here, apparently. How unfortunate. But thank you so much. Let me get my windows back to where they were. We can hear you. Thank you, Gabby, for following the live, and welcome, Martina and Melanie. Thank you. I really appreciate that, Wonder Boy. Hey, Doodle, how are you? So I have another song that was a recent single that is also about my anxiety and pushing through. This is like as a creative person. But Gabby's here. Maybe I should do my song Gabrielle, because Gabby just followed me. But let me do this. It's a recent single. It's 2 singles ago, and I haven't done my current single yet, or my upcoming single yet. I probably should do those too. But this is another song about fear. It has fear in the title also. And this is also about overcoming it. I check my social media, scroll up. I made a mistake. Let me start over again. I check my social media, scroll through the latest news. been like this for me all day. My nerves are off the charts. I need to find the words to say, but I don't know where to start. So here I sit at my desk, big blank slate in my head, trying to get at it, trying not to panic, stuck inside this place I hate, wishing I could escape, 'cause I don't wanna face the fear of an empty page. You'd think that with my history I'd have a little trust in my own creativity. It feels like boom or bust. The problem is I'm making this about my self-esteem, when I need to be taking this into the world of dreams. So here I sit at my desk, big blank slate in my head, trying to get at it, trying not to panic, stuck inside this place I hate. Just one way to escape. Gotta force myself to face the fear of an empty page. I get my fingers moving, just one line. I'm suddenly producing, and I'm fine. Emerging from this place I hate, making one more great escape. All I had to do was face the fear of an empty page. All I had to do was face the fear of an empty page. Hey, NYC, holding it down doesn't work because I'm on the Studio app. So there's nothing to hold down. I mean, well, I hold down the mouse and I can right click on it, but nothing. Oh, no, right click on it didn't do anything either. So, oh, Massimo. I have not done that was my previous single. I just played you my previous single. I have not played the current one yet, or the upcoming one yet. So I am so happy that I have a request for this song. This is my current single. It just came out like a week ago. A little over a week ago. And this is another song that has that same theme about moving forward through a hard time. This one's about a broken heart. Okay, so again, this is my latest single. By the way, you can both stream and download my music. And those just joining, I should introduce myself again. I am Seth Hilary. I am sharing original songs with you that you will not hear anywhere else, probably, unless you come across one of the independent artists who recorded some of my songs, or if you see one of the movies or TV shows that have my songs in them. But there aren't that many of those, but there are some. Anyway, again, my latest single. The waves of missing her keep rolling in. Her empty side of bed staring me down. I try to dry my eyes, but they fill up again. So I give in and let it all pour out. With every tear that falls, there goes one more drop of pain from deep inside the vault. but I'm feeling hints of healing. Though each trickle might be small, I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. At first, I hit the bottle, but that didn't work. The rebound romance couldn't turn the tide. The one way to get through is just to feel the hurt. And bit by bit, I'm leaving her behind. With every tear that falls, there goes one more drop of pain from deep inside the vault of a heart that loves in vain. But I'm feeling hints of healing, though each trickle might be small. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. At least I've begun to learn I'm tough enough to be a little weak, to soften up with every tear that falls. There goes one more drop of pain from deep inside the vault of a heart that loves in vain. But I'm feeling hints of healing, though each trickle might be small. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. I'm feeling hints of healing, though each trickle might be small. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. So, thank you so much for requesting that song. Those just joining, I am Seth Hilary, and I am here sharing original songs with you. If you like these songs, I wrote them. Thank you so much, Factor 5, for how many roses? You said 5 roses and a heart me. Thank you so much. And those of you who want to send a heart me, that would you would become a member of my fan club, and you can get stickers and things like that, and shout outs and whatever. And just show your general support and be a member of the community. So heart me's are a great thing if you want to send one. I also have a live goal. If you want to support me there, just 2 hand hearts is tonight's live goal. So, I don't know how many of you have heard the story. I've told it. I've posted videos with this story behind that song. So, I mean, I many years ago started was going through some stuff. So I started doing these self-help. I was reading self-help books, and I went to some workshops and everything. And, I started learning about the grieving process and everything. So then, a few years later, I was writing this song. It was called Another War Story. Haley, how are you? And Ellie. Is that L or Ellie? Ellie. My eyes are blurry. I keep saying L, and I realized it's Ellie. I'm so glad to see you. I'm so glad you're here. So, I started doing these workshops. And so I was writing this song called Another War Story. It was a breakup song. And, I never got it really right. I had this song, and I loved part of it, but I couldn't quite finish it. I couldn't quite get the whole thing. Well, thank you so much, I guess, Terry, but I'm sharing originals with you. And so anyway, I couldn't quite get that song right, but there was a line in that song. It was a breakup song, and again, about trying to get over it. So I wrote this line. The second verse said, I may be hurting, but I'm standing tall. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. And I looked at that and I thought, I really love that line. I think maybe I can just make a whole new song. I mean, I'll finish this song, but I want to make a whole new song out of that line. So I tried to do that. Maria, how are you? And Ava, so good to see you. And I tried to do it, and I just couldn't figure out how to do it. So I didn't. Then I kind of forgot about that song. And then recently I remembered it. and I wanted to fix it. And I mostly did. But then I saw that line again. And I said, I still think that should be. And this time I was finally able to write that. But if you want, oh, thank you, Harry. If you would like to, if you're interested, I can play the original song for you, Another War Story, which led actually to a total of 3 different songs came out of Another War Story. So let me know. Should I play Another War Story for you? Well, I'm now hearing the sound, which means something happened. So, who wants to hear another war story? Oh, by the way, those of you on the platform whose name sounds like a clock, I have been told that a lot of people are having trouble sending comments, and comments aren't going through. And I'm trying to get this solved. But in order to solve it, I have to show, well, I have a live agency, they're helping me with this. I have to show them what's happening. So if somebody's having this problem and you can make a screen recording where we can clearly see you typing a comment and having it not go through, and you can send me this comment, you can do it through the Discord server, and there's a link in my profile that takes you there. That would be totally awesome. I would love to solve this problem. You want to hear? So Harry just subscribed and he wants to hear another war story. So I'm still not 100% sure that this song is done, but it's good enough that there's still one line that I feel like I got to be able to come up with something better. But I think the song's still pretty good. I fixed the big problem I was having with it. I just got to find this song now so I don't mess it up. Now, here it is. Okay, here it is. Let me see if I can remember the intro. Charged into the fire, so in love, I never could have known it would all blow up. But the hot nights and the fights, the begging you to stay, are just a hard luck tale to tell someday. Another war story of a brave and battered heart. Another blaze of glory, changing of the guard. Now you and me are history, a dream that got shot down. Another war story from love's great battleground. May be hurt, but I'm standing tall. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. The struggle is to just give up and let go, and chalk it up as one more chapter closed. Another war story of a brave and battered heart. Another blaze of glory, changing of the guard. Now you and me are history, a dream that got shot down. Another war story from love's great battleground. The moon's gonna mend, I'll dare to love again. Someday I'll find the one that won't end. As another war story of a brave and battered heart. Another blaze of glory, a changing of the guard. We're nothing but a memory story, a dream that got shot down. Another war story from love's great battleground. Another war story from love's great battleground. Maria, I see that comment. That's the first one I've seen. I see a lot of the people who are having trouble, they tell me they can send emojis, and for some reason, whenever they include the word comment in the comment, it seems to always go through, but other comments are not. So I don't know if your comments are going through or not, but if they're not, it would be great if you could screen record some of these comments not going through and let me know. And Dilip is here. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here. So anyway, that's the song that gave birth to thank you so much, Harry. That's so funny. I was just talking about Steve Miller yesterday with my wife. They're okay. I know Miles Davis hated them. That's what I was telling my wife. And Miles Davis, I'm a big Deadhead. I'm getting off on all kinds of tangents here, but Dilip, that's the first comment I've seen of yours too, besides the emojis. So if you've been sending other ones, I haven't seen them. So I would love it if somebody could make a screen recording of some comments that they're typing that I can show to my agency so they can see exactly what's happening and what it looks like, and then they'll show the platform. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, Steve Miller. So I saw Steve Miller speak at an industry event, and he actually made a not so flattering comment about my favorite band, the Grateful Dead. I'm a big Deadhead, which is really weird because Miles Davis opened for the Dead in 1970, and but he opened for them because I guess they were trying to get him to in front of the white crowd and everything, and he and Jerry Garcia, the Dead's lead guitarist, really hit it off. And Miles Davis, he's very critical. He's famous. He would speak his mind. But he also mentioned something. He opened for Steve Miller one time. He said, that guy's a sorry ass, whatever. But Steve Miller then made this unflattering comment about the Dead, which is really weird because Steve Miller actually joined the Dead on stage, and I saw him perform with them one time. So Arthur, I'm here. I'm sharing original songs. So I hope you stick around and enjoy them. So anyway, if you like that song, Another War Story, as I mentioned, that song gave birth to 3 songs, including, itself. So, like I said, when I wrote that song, it wasn't quite right, and I wanted to fix it. And I had a great opportunity. I was actually invited. This is really another big honor that doesn't happen. This is like a lot of aspiring songwriters. It's one of their dreams. But it happened to me. It happened to me several times. But I got invited to write with a Grammy-nominated or possibly even Grammy-winning songwriter. I got to invited over, to his house to co-write. I went over there several times, and first few times he was just listening to songs, and then he invited me over to write with him. So I thought, oh, he's gonna help me. I'm gonna get him to help me fix this song, Another War Story. So I played it for him. And he loved the idea of the war story in the battleground. But I don't know why. I guess maybe because he didn't want to write a breakup song. He said, let's do something different. So we wrote another song called Old War Stories, which I've been playing that. I've performed that a bunch of times in my lives. It's actually a really fun song that I also rediscovered lately. So who wants to hear Old War Stories now that I played Another War Story? Somebody's saying something in Spanish. I think it might be a compliment, but I don't understand Spanish. So should I play Old War Stories now that you've heard Another With Every Tear That Falls, and you've heard the song that it came out of called Another War Story? But I can also play Old War Stories if you want to hear that. Well, these are original songs, Arthur. you would not have heard. The songs I'm playing are songs you will not hear anywhere else, most likely. So, should I play the song "Old War Stories"? You just heard another war story. So I have two songs with very similar title because one was born out of the other. Okay, Ava says yes. So that's all I need is one yes. I don't know if you've heard this song, Ava. I've played it before. It's a really fun song. So maybe that's why Casey, the guy's name is Casey Kelly. He wrote, among other things, he had a big hit back in the early 90s called Soon with Tanya Tucker. It was like a song of the year in country music or something. He also had a George Strait classic. But anyway, I wrote this with him. And it goes like this. Must have looked bad to your mom and your dad. I can still see the look on their face when they walked in the door, and there you and I were, locked up in a loving embrace. I thought that our future was all in the past, but now, years later, we can look back and laugh, telling old war stories from love's battleground, where we've won and we've lost, then turned it around. From the lowest of lows to the greatest of glories, safe in each other's arms, telling old war stories. Remember the night we had our big fight, locked me outside in the yard. Started to rain and I pleaded in vain, but you made me sleep in the car. They say love conquers all, and I swear that it's true, 'cause here I am now on this couch holding you, telling old war stories from love's battleground, where we've won and we've lost, then turned it around. From the lowest of lows to the greatest of glories, safe in each other's arms, telling old war stories. From the lowest of lows to the greatest of glories, safe in each other's arms, telling old war stories. Okay, so those three songs all came from that previous song I played, Old War Story, another war story, and that gave birth to With Every Tear That Falls, and that gave birth to Old War Stories. So, Mary, welcome. Let's see, who else is here? Those just joining. I'm Seth Hilary. I am here sharing original songs with you that you will not find anywhere else. Liz, how are you? I'm so glad you're here. I hope you'll hang out and hear some more of my original songs. If you like to discover new music and new songs, you're in the right place. If you want to hear songs you already know from famous artists that you already know, you're probably not in the right place, unless, like I said, I can somehow be talked into doing a Grateful Dead cover because I'm a big Deadhead, as I previously have mentioned. And I don't know how many of you know the Grateful Dead or like them. A lot of people really hate them, actually. and I can understand why. There are a couple of reasons people hate them. One is their vocals are very, I don't know what the word is, ragged, I guess you could say. You know, they're very like not polished. They're not totally on pitch, and they're not, you know, they just don't sound polished. But to me, they're really emotional, and they really fit the song, and you know, they really know how to do the phrasing, and it just they fit the songs. And there are well, they used to be 3 lead singers when they first started out, but one of them unfortunately passed away. He's a member of, I don't know if you've all heard of the 27 Club, but he's one of the 27 Club members. He went by the name of Pigpen. So they had 3 lead vocalists at first, then it became 2, and then towards the end they added another. They also had, I don't know if you've seen the movie Spinal Tap, where the drummers kept, you know, vanishing or whatever. They had the same kind of similar thing with keyboard players. They went through several keyboard players, and they started giving their, you know, in the 80s they had this keyboard player named Brent Midland. He had a pretty good voice. They started letting him sing a few songs every night. But they had mainly 2 vocalists, so, and then their voices really contrasted, so it didn't get boring. You know, most artists, or a lot of bands, they have 1 singer, and a solo artist is 1 singer, and I shouldn't say this because I'm a solo artist and I'm the only singer. But when I started listening to albums after albums of bands with 1 singer, you know, it's 1 singer. But the Dead had basically 2 and sometimes 3 singers, so that was good. But also, you know, they were the original jam band. Some people think they're boring, and also sometimes they would get lost. You know, they kind of just, they were very spontaneous. Everything was in the moment, and sometimes they just kind of maybe forget where they were or something, and they'd screw up. But then, Gabby followed. That was a while ago. Hope you're still here, Gabby. So anyway, a lot of people hate them for those reasons, but I love them. And you know, they would do a different show every night. Like me, I do a different show every night. So I don't know how many more songs I can do. I'm starting to. Well, maybe it's only because I'm thinking about it. If you've been following me, you know I have chronic fatigue. I have long COVID. And I always have to, I try to do songs for an hour. I see we're coming up on 50 minutes. So a lot of times, like, I'm done doing songs by now. And, you know, whenever I go live, I start to get this burst of energy. And then I forget about the fatigue for a while. So I don't know if I'm feeling it just because I'm starting to think about it, or if I'm feeling it because it's really starting to increase. Careless, how are you? So I don't know how many more songs I should do, but I love, you know, I don't want to stop. What was I going to play? I haven't even played my upcoming single yet. I have announced this. I've been posting some videos of it. Some of you may have heard it. I've played it a few times. Well, you know, I also have a song that I don't know if I should keep playing. I don't know how, I mean, it's good, but I don't know if it's, I wonder if I should play that and just see what you think. I'd love to get some opinions on this song, whether you want to hear more of it or not. Can I play you this song and just, I don't love jazz, but I listen to it sometimes. You know, the Dead were very jazz influenced. Some of their songs, some of their music is a little bit jazzy. So can I like try out this song on you? I played it once before, but I just want to know what you think of it. You know, it's a sad song. Can I do that? Can I get some opinions on this song, whether you like it or not? You want to hear it more? Do I have this in my? Maybe this is still in my work in progress folder, because I'm not seeing it here. Why can't I find the song? Where is it? It's not in my work in progress folder, so it should be. Let me. Here it is. Why didn't I see it before? Huh. Okay, it was right in front of me. I guess I don't know how to look up things in alphabetical order. But all right. Careless wants to hear the song. You know, I think it's pretty good, but I just don't know if it's, you know, good enough that I should keep playing it. Maybe it is. I don't know. Oh, and you know what? There's the first word of the song, or really the second word. I'm on one of the platforms. You know, the platform. A lot of my viewers are on the platform that. Oh, we got 10,000 likes over there too. Thank you so much. The name sounds like a clock. They have community standards, and there are certain words I'm not allowed to say. And the first word of the song, or really the second word after the, is one of those words. So I have to spell it. I can't say it. It's kind of annoying. It's kind of dumb, but I can't say the words. I'm going to have to spell it for you. So the song goes like this. The SEX was great. It's still okay. Then we go right to sleep. And every week we go on dates. Conversations never get too deep. We're still exclusive, at least I think we are. Yet it feels like a relief when we're apart. So what are we doing this for? We keep on pretending we're more than you and me could ever be. I say it's time we quit it and finally admit it. I wish that this was love, but it isn't. But it isn't. It isn't what it isn't. If only it were different. I want this to be love, but it isn't. What it isn't. It's good to have someone to hold and break it up is hard. But can you see us growing old in each other's arms? We don't share our hopes and dreams. It seems our future is not a thing. Oh, Lily, thank you for the roses. So what are we doing this for? We keep on pretending we're more than you and me could ever be. I say it's time we quit it and finally admit it. I wish that this was love, but it isn't. What it isn't. It isn't what it isn't. If only it were different. I want this to be love, but it isn't. What it isn't. I want this to be love, but it isn't. What it isn't. Oh, thank you, Lily, for the hand heart. We're now halfway to the live goal. Thank you. You're so awesome. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for the love. So, should I take that to mean you like the song? It's okay. Just okay. So I got one, it's okay, and I got one, Lily sent me 26 roses and a hand heart, so should I take that to mean you really like that song? What does everybody else think of it? Should I play it again? Do you want to hear it again? Is that a song you'd like me to perform again? Yes or no? Please let me know, yes or no, or thumbs up, or thumbs down, or Camille, how are you? If you want me to, if you'd like to hear that song again in the future, I'm not going to play it again now, but if you'd like me to, bring that song out and make it part of my set, my rotation, I guess you could call it, let me know. Yes, Lily says yes. So I don't know. Careless says it's okay. So I don't know if that means, it's worth hearing again or not. I'm so glad you like it, Lily. Those of you just joining, I'm Seth Hilary. I have been sharing original songs with you tonight. I don't know how many more. I really do want to play at least one more for you because I haven't yet performed my upcoming single. So Careless, I'm sharing. I'm a songwriter. My thing is original songs. So I hope you are enjoying my originals. I don't know that song that you're asking, but if you want to hear that, why not just go over to their their Spotify page and hear it? Because I'm here doing songs that you won't find anywhere else. So I hope you'll hang around for that. If you want to hear and discover new music, you're in the right place. If you want to hear Panic at the Disco, then I guess you're not in the right place. So, Dan, hey, you've heard that song before. You heard it at the group, so you like it, huh? You want to hear it again. Hey, I'm so glad you're here, Dan. So, I was going to play my upcoming single, which I have brought into the group. Oh, thank you, Careless. So, okay, I'm going to do maybe one more. If I can do, I really have to play it by ear because of this chronic fatigue thing. I start to notice fatigue. That may be a sign it's already time to stop, but it may just be a sign that I'm thinking about it. But I really want to avoid post-exertional malaise. But I have to play my upcoming single. And here it is. Sitting on the sofa, swiping right and left. One lonely night, darker than the next. An empty bed, waiting for me. No ray of hope I can see. Then fast as a flash from the sky came the one who opened my eyes. Aurora is the light of my life. Her aura shines through the night. Like a burst from the stars, she brightens my heart. You can't know how much I adore her. My love overflows in the glow of Aurora. Hair is red as fire, eyes of emerald green, a heart of gold from out of a dream. She brings color to my world, makes a flame inside me burn. Aurora is the light of my life. Her aura shines through the night. Like a burst from the stars, she brightens my heart. You can't know how much I adore her. My love overflows in the glow of Aurora. A greater glare than a solar flare. AI, of course not. She electrifies the air. Aurora is the light of my life. Her aura shines through the night. Like a burst from the stars, she brightens my heart. You can't know how much I adore her. My love overflows in the glow of Aurora. Like a burst from the stars, she brightens my heart. There's nothing I wouldn't do for her. My love overflows in the glow of Aurora. My love overflows in the glow of Aurora. So Heather asked if this is AI. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. But Heather, those of you who are just joining, all the songs you've heard tonight and all the songs I play are songs I wrote unless the exception is I can be sometimes talked into doing a Grateful Dead cover. But hey, Carter, how's your day? So if you like these songs, I wrote them. If you don't like them, well, I still wrote them. But I hope you do like them, and I hope you'll stick around. And come. Oh, by the way, I haven't even said this. I should be saying this throughout the live. I do this. My normally scheduled lives are Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, from 9 to 10 p.m. New York time. And you know, if you're following me, sometimes I do unscheduled ones that are usually shorter. I always try to do songs for an hour. Because of the fatigue, I don't always make it, but tonight I made it. And thank you so much, Nora. And if you're enjoying the live, yes, please do follow, share, like, comment. And if you can see my live goal, we're halfway there. The live goal is 2 hand hearts. We are halfway there. We just need 1 more hand heart to reach the live goal. If you want to support me, and you know, any kind of support you want to send is totally awesome. And let's see. Yeah, I might have to stop. That might have to be the last song. I may have to lie down. I really, this chronic fatigue thing is bad. You know, I do have a song about that too. You know, like I said earlier, one of the things I like to do is take struggles, you know, and turn them into something positive. So I like to, you know, write songs about getting through struggles and always looking for a way to move forward. So that's one of my big themes that I like to write about, is just finding a way to move forward. Embracing the struggle. You know, I don't know how to condense this, you know, into like one little like soundbite that I can use as my, you know, catch-all phrase, you know, embrace the struggle. I thought about that for a while. I like to write about embracing the struggle. I like to write about finding a way to move forward, moving forward. You know, I don't know. I'd love to be able to like have one little soundbite that I can use in my bio or, you know, somewhere that's really pithy and then sums it all up. But that's what I like to do. You know, my dream as an artist is I just hope I can make somebody's day or somebody's life just a little bit better. If I can, you know, I have a lot. Oh, actually, I haven't even played any of these songs tonight. I actually have several like political message songs, because I, you know, when I first started out, you know, I thought I want to change the world. You know, as a young songwriter, I thought I'm gonna change the world. But obviously, you know, if Bob Dylan hasn't changed the world, I'm probably not going to either. But if I can make it just a little bit better. But I do have, you know, some political message songs that I feel strongly about. And somehow, I did not play any of those. And some of those, you know, sometimes I hesitate to play those because those kind of songs, there's, you know, will offend some people. Although, I have one that I specifically wrote it to appeal to both sides. But, you know, knowing today's environment, it'll still offend some people. But a lot of my songs make it very clear which side I'm on, and the other side may be offended by those songs. And but you know, I was taught a long time ago by a hit songwriter who was one of my early mentors. He taught me it's better to have people hate your songs than to just sort of like them. So I guess if some people really hate my songs, that means some people are probably going to really love them, and I have experienced that. So James, I don't discuss religion on my lives, but I'm glad you're here. I'm here to share original songs. I do discuss politics a little bit because I have to, because I've written some songs that are political in nature. But I try to keep the political discussion to a minimum. I don't want my life to turn into a political debate. But if I'm writing political songs, you know, I gotta... I actually have one song that I don't play very often because I found that it's been missed. Bruce Springsteen's song "Born in the USA." I didn't realize. I didn't listen to it carefully. I thought it's a patriotic song, like most people think, unless they listen carefully. If you listen carefully, apparently, it's not a patriotic song. It's a critique. So I have a song I'm not comparing it to Born in the USA. I'm not saying it's as good, but it is similarly misinterpreted. But not only that, it's been misinterpreted in two different ways, in two very different ways. And I even sent it to a professional, supposedly professional, to critique it. The song's called "One Great Nation." And it's really a wake-up call. It's a call for unity, okay? And this professional heard it, and he just kind of wrote it off as like, his comment was, "America," as if it's like just like a Lee Greenway, that Born in the USA, or what is it? I love, I'm proud to be an American. Is that what it's called? What is the name of that song? I'm proud to be an American. That's not the name of it, is it? I love, whatever. But he made it sound like it's the same as that song, which it's totally not. Al, how are you? It's actually, there's some of the words in the verses are a little bit dark because it like calls out some of the bad attitudes we have in the country, and it's a call for unity. But he thought it was just like Lee Greenwood, which it's totally not. Thank you. Yes, God bless the USA. I knew it was, I must be getting old. I couldn't think of the name of that song. So he thought it was that, and then I played it, and one person thought that it's a MAGA song, but it's actually kind of the opposite of that in a way. It does have the phrase "Make America Great" in a prominent place in the song, so the person heard it and thought I'm a MAGA, which I'm totally not. Now that I'd love to play that song now that I'm talking about, but I kind of feel like I should hold back. I've mentioned the marshmallow experiment several times in my life. I feel like if I play the other song, I failed the marshmallow experiment. You all want to hear about the marshmallow experiment? I've talked about it a few times. It's a famous experiment in the world of psychology. Dan, you may have heard of it. Have you heard of the marshmallow experiment, Dan? Sammy, hey, how are you? Hey, and if you're enjoying my live, so again, I'm Seth Hilary, those just joining. I do original songs, and I also just kind of hang out and hopefully spread good vibes, or at least better than mediocre vibes, better than average vibes, maybe. I prefer to spread outstanding vibes if I can, but I guess I have to settle for good. So you don't know about the marshmallow. Do you want to hear about the marshmallow experiment? Was that no, you don't know about it, or you don't want to hear about it? I can't tell, because I don't even remember what I said. So, okay, I'll tell about the marshmallow experiment. I don't know if that's a no, I don't want to hear it, or a no, I don't know it. But, so this was done many years ago. They went into an elementary school. I don't know if there was just one elementary school, or if they did a bunch of across schools. I don't know how many subjects there were in this experiment, but obviously they had to get the parents' permission to do this, or maybe not. Some of these experiments, like the famous Stanford electric shock experiment, that was like totally violated professional ethics, but he did it and it became famous. I don't know if you know about that experiment. And there's also the Stanford prison experiment. I don't know where the other one was done. I don't know if that was also Stanford. And the marshmallow one may have also been Stanford. The Stanford prison experiment violated professional ethics. So maybe this one did too, I don't know. But they went into elementary school. I don't know how old the kids were. And they put a marshmallow in front of them. And the instructions were, you're free to eat this marshmallow if you want, but if you can wait, I think it was 10 minutes. If you can wait 10 minutes and not eat the marshmallow, you'll get a second marshmallow. So some of the kids ate the marshmallow, and some of the kids waited and then got 2 marshmallows and ate 2. So they followed they kept track of these kids over a course of like 30 years. And they found that the kids who ate the marshmallow, the kids who waited and got 2 marshmallows instead of 1 because they waited 10 minutes, they were able to resist the temptation and delay gratification. Those kids, as a group, were more successful and had better careers and made more money than the kids who couldn't wait 10 minutes. So that's how they found that the ability to delay gratification is an important thing that contributes to someone's success in life. That was the conclusion of the experiment. So I really want to play more songs, but playing more songs could be bad for my health. So if I play the songs, that means I'm not delaying gratification, and I will be a failure in the rest of my life, or I will get bad health outcome. So if I can wait till my next live, and again, I do this Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays from 9 to 10 p.m. New York time. Then thank you, I got the music. Oh, it's so good to see you, and thank you so much for the rose. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for the love. So in my case, my success will be measured by whether or not I succumb to post-exertional malaise, which is a very unfortunate aspect of the chronic fatigue I have because of long COVID. But I find that chatting, like I'm doing now, I can just sit around and I'm fiddling on my guitar, noodling or whatever, fidgeting or just hanging around and chatting is substantially less exertion than playing and singing. So I think, usually after I'm done doing songs, I kind of just hang out and, if anybody has any questions they want to ask me. And I can talk about songwriting all day too, as Dan knows. Dan is also a songwriter, and Dan and I have written a couple of songs together. And one of them is a song that I have been recently playing on my live. We actually have 2 versions of this song. I totally had forgotten about this song, but years ago I would be playing it out, and it was really popular, and I'd get requests for it, and then I kind of forgot about it for a while, and then I started doing these lives, and I started thinking, what other songs can I? And I suddenly remembered the song. It's called "One Last Look," or "One Last Look in My Rearview Mirror." I thought, I should start playing that song. So I went back into my files to look for it, and I found this alternate lyric that I had written and forgotten about. And I thought, I guess I wrote it for a reason. And I liked the alternate. And then I sent it to Dan, and I was surprised. I thought Dan was going to hate it, but he actually likes it. So now we have 2 versions of the song. I would love to play both versions for people and see which one you like better. But I know a lot of people don't stay long enough to hear 2 versions. But I know people. I played the new version, and I know a lot of people have said they really like it. I don't think I've played the original version on any of my lives. Maybe I should try that and see what people think of it, and not necessarily play them back to back, but just see if I can somehow compare the reactions I get. I know that a lot of people like the old version, the original version, and I guess Dan actually pitched the original version successfully recently, so both versions are good. And it looks like we may have, Dan and I may have another song together soon. Hey Dan, have you worked on any music? So I have a song that it's brand new, and I've been performing it in my live, and some of you have said you really like it. And it's for you. I wrote it for you listeners, for anybody out there, for all of you. If you're listening to my song, I wrote it for you. I mean, if you're listening to my live, oh, somebody left me a hand heart. Who did that? I got the music. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. We've reached the live goal. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the love. So I guess, now that I've met the live goal, I guess I was told I should always have a live goal. So we met this one. I should reset it. And I don't know what to reset it to, but I'm open to suggestions. I could reset it to the same thing or something different. I could reset it to be more ambitious or the same. Oh, now, where did it go? Where did my live goal go? Oh, here it is. Set up a new goal. Set up a new goal. I love making goals. So we had hand heart. This is really weird. There's hand hearts plural, and hand heart signal. Those are all 100. They're all worth the same number of coins. Hand hearts, and they all look kind of similar. It's kind of weird they have all those things. What else we got here? Ooh, there's a cheering crab. That's worth $1.99. Let's try that. Let's just see if we... Anyway, a goal is a goal. I've been advised, to have the goals graduate and become, you're the third person who said this tonight, Jim Carrey. I used to get this all the time. Then I stopped hearing it for a while. And all of a sudden I'm hearing it again. Because recently people have been saying you look like John Malkovich. I had to look him up. Oh, so anyway, I started singing this song. It's called Music to Your Ears. And I've played it a few times. But Dan has another, so I'm going to have two songs with exactly the same title and the same chorus. As soon as Dan, sends me what he has, then maybe we'll hammer it out some more. But that'll be kind of weird, but fun to have two completely different songs with, actually the choruses aren't even exactly the same. They're almost the same. Oh, did we just reach the live goal again? Oh no, okay. Old John Jew, am I saying that right? Welcome. Oh, I gotta move the screen because I can't see the messages. Okay, so that'll be fun, and then I'll have two more songs that I can play back to back. So, many years ago, like 31 years ago, I guess it is now, I wrote a song called Dumb and Dumber. And and that song actually opened a lot of doors for me in Nashville. I told the story earlier because I played the song earlier because somebody told me I looked like Jim Carrey earlier. So I totally had forgotten about that song though. And when people started telling me I look like Jim Carrey, I remembered the song. And I thought, I should learn this and start playing it at my lives. So I did, and I have been playing it, and I started getting a lot of requests for it. So I played it pretty often. And so now I play it either when I get a request for it or when somebody says I look like Jim Carrey. But somebody said that earlier, so I've already played the song. But anyway, you can hear that and many of my other songs at my website, SethHilary.com, or on any of the streaming platforms. Oh, and thank you for liking the live. Say, Brittany, welcome. And Aleja? I don't know. Oh, Mallory! It's so great to see you. I was going to send you a DM, actually. I don't know if you're still having trouble with the comments. But if you are, I have my live agency trying to work on this for me. And they said what they really need to really, because they want to go to TikTok, and because TikTok knows about this problem, or it's been an ongoing problem. So what they need is a screen recording. If you can make a screen recording of you typing in comments and trying to have them go through and have them not go through, and if I can send them a recording where it's really, they can see exactly what's happening, this could help to solve the problem. So I don't know if you can do that, but if you could, That would be totally great. So I was thinking of ending the live, but I want to hang around a few minutes to give you a chance if you want to try doing that. I would really love to get this problem solved because you are not the only person having this problem. And you can go to my Discord and you can leave, and you can send me the screen recording through the Discord. Okay, oh, so that comment went through. So somebody already tried this and they sent me a screen recording, but I couldn't see that. She said, oh, there are comments going, but I can't see any of them. So I asked her to tell me, I've gone through this recording a bunch of times and all the comments I see actually did go through, so I don't think I can use that one. I have to be able to see comments, clearly not going through and what that actually looks like. So then they can send that to TikTok and show them exactly what's happening. Oh, well, that went through. See, now that you're trying to do it, now they're all going through, right? But my week has been, let's see, kind of the same as usual. Today I got free stuff at Costco. I was going to make a video about that. I haven't gotten around to it, but I got free stuff at Costco. So that was good. And then I was there today. My wife and I don't know why. I read this article about, I've never heard of this, but apparently Dubai chocolate has become a popular thing. I didn't know this, but this article said, and Costco has this Dubai chocolate cake, if you can get it, which has become really popular. Oh, so I started looking for this cake. I actually found it one time, but I didn't get it because I have to limit my sugar intake, and I wanted to get ice cream, so I didn't get the cake. I thought I'll get it next time, and then the next time I was there, I couldn't find it, and then weeks went by, and I kept checking, and couldn't find it, and then finally I found it, and I bought it, and we were disappointed, but we're still obsessed with Dubai chocolate. So we were talking about Dubai chocolate yesterday, and then I went to Costco today. And they had the stand set up with Dubai chocolate on sale. So I called, and they were giving out free samples. So I tried a free sample, and it was pretty good. It was much better than the cake. But it was $23 for a bar. But they said two. It's a sale, 2 for the price of 1. Buy 1, get 1 free. But I'm like, $23 for a chocolate bar? And I was still tempted. But that's like $23 for a chocolate bar. You got to be kidding. So I called my wife and asked her what she thought. And she said, no, pass. So then I started doing research on the price of Dubai chocolate. And because they have it at Walmart. And it was $4. And I thought, that's too much. Well, today was the last day of the sale. And I was at Costco only. I had this company, this company come in and set up their own booth, to do a sale there. So Mallory, have there been any comments that have already not gone through that you've recorded? Or are they all going through now? So I started doing research, and I asked AI about this. And what is this? I tried to find out, is the chocolate they're selling at Costco any better than the $4 chocolate they're selling at Walmart? And apparently there is a difference between, some brands. They said the average price of a bar is $15 to $20. I'm like, that's crazy. So Walmart has it for $4. So what's the difference? And apparently some brands, have imported single-sourced cocoa or cacao that they're using, and all natural, high-quality ingredients, whereas like the mass market brands have maybe inferior ingredients. So then I went back to the booth. I was still in the store when I started looking this up. So I went back to the store, and I looked at the ingredients of this Dubai chocolate that they're selling for this $23 for 2 bars. And the ingredients didn't look all that special. So I decided it's not, I mean, it tasted good. So maybe I should just got it because it tasted good. But I thought if I'm going to spend that much money, I should get the real thing. And this was, was better than the Costco cake. But I thought, that's a lot of money for not the real thing. If the real thing typically, and then I looked it up because Trader Joe's, I said, what about Trader Joe's? And apparently Trader Joe's sells high quality Dubai chocolate, but it's hard to get and it's seasonal. And apparently it's not the season right now because my wife was talking about maybe going to Trader Joe's tomorrow and maybe see if she could find it there. So I looked it up, but apparently, at least according to the AI bot, it's not available at this time. It's out of stock. But I got free stuff. I guess I should make a video of this. Why not? Everything's content, right? I should make a video of this. But, so, I mentioned I have to limit my sugar. So when it comes to cereal, basically, and I eat cereal pretty much every day, but it's basically Cheerios or nothing for me. But Costco has this cereal that has no added sugar. But it's pretty expensive. It's like $13. I mean, it's bigger than a regular cereal box. But it's like $13. But I thought, okay, I'm going to treat myself to this cereal. So I got the cereal. And so I don't buy that much. Some people load up their carts at Costco, but I don't do that. I just buy certain essentials. And so I go to the self-checkout stand. Now, one of the good things about Costco, besides their low prices, is the self-checkout. Often, they have an employee there with a scanner, a hand scanner. So it's self-checkout, but they'll scan all your groceries for you sometimes. Not always, if you get lucky, but it happens pretty often. They'll scan your groceries for you. So the self-checkout isn't really self-checkout. So that happened to me. So they scanned all my groceries for me. But apparently not all. Because I got to the door, and at Costco you have to show them your receipt, and they check the receipt to make sure you're not trying to get away with something, So they checked my receipt, and apparently there was one item that had not been scanned. And they had to go fetch an employee to check this. The door guard can't do this. They have to page somebody else. So I had to stand there waiting for this employee. So, I thought, okay, there. And I went through the items and I figured, it's the cereal. The cereal was not on the receipt. So I pulled out my debit card, figuring, they're going to take my debit card and scan it. So the employee gets there and then they go over the receipt and they confirm that, yes, it is the cereal. So I'm getting ready to hand her my debit card. And she says, and says she takes her marker and she just, puts the line through the receipt like they do when you're ready to go. And I thought, that's it? And she goes, oh, wait, hold on a second. I got to take a picture of this item so I can show the manager what it is that I'm giving you, that I'm giving away. I'm like, they gave me the cereal. They gave me the expensive cereal. So I beat inflation for one day. This will make a pretty good video, right? I should tell the story, shouldn't I? I should make a video about this. So Mallory, have you captured on your screen comments that did not go through that I can show to my live agency and hopefully get this problem fixed? Can you let me know, yes or no, one way or the other? I don't know. I mean, I guess if you can't send a comment, you can send a thumbs up if yes, and a, I don't know, what, a crying emoji, I guess, if no. Or there's no thumbs down emoji, is there? Maybe there is. Or if you can just type yes or no and let me know, whether you've captured this on screen. You have. You've got comments, and it'll be clear. We'll watch the video, and we'll know exactly which comments, because I gotta be able to show them like something that they can clearly see that didn't go through. Okay, so please go to my Discord, or if you can send it, I don't know, over. You probably can't send it through Instagram, but if you can, you can do that. Or otherwise, just go to the Discord. The link is in my bio, and I know you can do it there because somebody else did. You can DM me there, and oh, thank you so much, Anthony. I really appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. So those of you who are just joining, I'm Seth Hilary. I share original songs. My regular schedule is Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays from 9 to 10 p.m. New York time. I try to do songs for an hour. Sometimes I go over, like tonight I did go over. Sometimes I can't make it because I have chronic fatigue. I have long COVID. And I really want to avoid, there's something called post-exertional malaise. I want to avoid it like the plague. And the problem is you don't know until it's too late that you've overexerted. But after I'm done with the songs, I don't know, I guess I get kind of animated with my chatting, so that might also be exertion. But it's less exertion than singing and playing. So I always, and I am feeling fatigued now. Sometimes I wonder, oh, now I'm feeling the fatigue, I better stop. But sometimes it's like, am I just feeling it more because I'm thinking about it, or am I feeling it because it's actually getting more intense? It's really hard to tell, and it's really hard to tell if I've overexerted until it's too late, because you don't know. Post by the very name, post-exertional means after exertion. So you don't know until a day or two later if it's there, and even then you don't know because some days are better than others. So if I'm having a bad day or even a bad few days, like, is that post-exertional malaise, or am I just having a bad few days? It's like almost impossible to really know. So it's kind of, not great, not ideal. It's not what you want. But like I say, I always try to push forward. I take, my struggles, I turn them into songs about moving forward. And I have a song. I wrote a song. It's called Long Haul, about my long COVID struggle. And hopefully, anybody else who has it, or anybody knows anybody who has it. Oh, Valerie, thank you so much for the heartbeat. I just noticed that. I don't know if it just came now or if it's been up there for a while, but thank you so much. I really appreciate you. You're so awesome. Thank you for the love. I really, really appreciate you, Valerie. It's always great to have you at my lives. Thank you so much for being here. I would play it, but, I don't want to get post-exertional malaise. But, I don't know if you've been to my website, but it's there. You can download it there. You can stream it and download it. Not all my songs. Many of the songs, I haven't recorded all of my songs, but all of my released songs are on my website, and even one there's one song so far that's released only on my website and nowhere else. Most of my songs are on Spotify and all the streaming platforms, but there is a link in my bio that takes you there and other exciting places if you like me and you want to, hear my music or watch my live streams or follow me on social media. But, after I'm done doing songs, I like to hang around because I hate ending my lives. And, but I do have to end my live. I really should end it. I gotta lie down. It's really weird. What time is it now? What time is it? It's almost 11 o'clock. It's so weird to be taking a nap at 11 o'clock, but I feel like it's too early to go to bed. I got out of bed at 2 p.m. It's like, that's a really short day if I go to bed now. Of course, if I go to bed now, maybe I'll wake up at 10 a.m. instead of 2 p.m. Or I'll wake up at noon, rather, instead of 2 p.m. But my wife's not in bed yet. And if I go to bed and then she goes to bed, she'll wake me up, possibly. I mean, she's usually pretty good about not waking me up. But sometimes, you just can't help it. And then if I wake up, it's hard for me to fall back to sleep. So I don't know why I'm telling you all these personal things, but what the heck? I got nothing to hide, right? Relatable, good. I'm glad. I'm glad my chat is relatable. That's kind of why I'm saying it, I guess. I'm hoping it'll be relatable. I do original songs, and I do take requests if you know any of my songs. And if you don't know any of my songs, you can request types of songs, and I have like my song. If you go to my website, you'll see I have them broken up into categories. But I do, I write on a variety of topics, of course, love and relationship songs, both what I call sweet love songs, and the other category I call them troubled love songs, because they're not necessarily sad. Then I have mental health songs, I have political and message songs, and I have just fun songs, and then I have songs about life in general, or if they don't fit into any other category, I call them life songs. And then I also have pop and country songs that probably also fit into some of those other categories, but I kind of think of those as sort of separate. And some songs fall into more than one category. But I do encourage you to go to my website. You can stream or download my music, and it's name your own price starting at free. And I also have artist merch, which I guess I should self-promote a little bit. I have artist merch, and some of them are like album covers, cover art, t-shirts, but most of them are actually inspired by my song lyrics. There are just certain lines from certain songs that I felt so strongly about that, they stand alone. Just without, independent of the song, the line has a message that I thought is worth it. So the first one I did that with, and I'm not wearing it now, but I thought, I gotta make a t-shirt. I have this song called Gratitude in a Heartbeat, which originally actually was called Not a Whole Lot, but I liked the line so much, I changed the title of the song, and I made t-shirts and other items. It says Gratitude in a Heartbeat. What more does anyone need? So that's on my website. And then another one, I did the song tonight. The song is Young Enough to Know Better, and there's a line, a ray of hope is just enough for me. So I, have merch with that. And I did that with several songs. I have a song, one more song about peace, and there's a line, every impossible dream come true starts with the imagination. So I, made merch out of that. It's weird. I'm afraid that song, I've been performing it, but I was advised not to perform it anymore because, a lot of you are on TikTok. Now, I usually don't say the names of platforms, but since it's near the end of my live, I figure, what the heck. And they have like these community standards, and there are certain words you're not allowed to say. And this is an anti-war song. So it's kind of natural that the song has a couple of these words. And like one of them, it's kind of silly because on TikTok they have these words you're not allowed to say, but there are these code words that people use that either sound like the words or they mean the same thing, like unaliving. So I have a word that means the same thing in the song. It's not that word. But the TikTok word would be unaliving, but that's too many syllables to sing. I could sing it that way, but it would really sound dumb. It would really sound bad. And it also has to rhyme. So I guess I could just like sing a rhyming word. And then the other word that is in the song, the code word on TikTok is pew pew. It's a noun. And the song wishes that they would be abolished. So it was an anti-war song, and it has that word, and I want them to abolish, but I'm not allowed to say that word. So I can't sing the song that's calling for the abolishment of those items. But I did do the song once, and I tried a substitute word for the first one, and it really felt bad to sing it. But I could just sing a rhyming word like all the chilling, I guess I could sing. So now you can figure out what the word is. The code word is unaliving. Oh, is it? unaliving tendencies. Somebody, Sean, was that you? Somebody on my last live asked me the exact same question. And I have never ever wondered that. But if you ask me, I don't play the. I explained this last time too. Was it you? Maybe is this a thing that's like a meme that people are asking? Because I've never heard this before, but now I've heard it twice. I don't play the G sus chord very often because I learned in music school to play the G, not like this. This is the way you learn to play the G. Or actually, this is the way most people learn to play the G. I don't know if you can see my hand. But then I was taught to play it like this and mute this string. But then you don't even want this note in there because this sounds really old-fashioned and folky. So you play like this and it sounds modern and hip. But when you're playing it like that, the G sus doesn't lend itself to being played so easily. That was you. How come you're asking me the same question? I answered it. But I use the D sus a lot. I use the E sus. I use the A sus. Probably the one I use most is the D sus. Because probably I have more songs in G than any other key. But the G sus, there is one, I mentioned, I do original songs, and but I occasionally do Grateful Dead covers. And one of the Grateful Dead songs that I don't think I've played this in any of my lives, but one of the songs I do that I can do is called Ripple. And Ripple, you got to do the G sus. Can't do Ripple without the G sus. I keep forgetting how the intro goes. That's not it. Oh. This is so easy and I can't remember how it goes. That G sus is really an important part of it. It'd be crazy to play Ripple without the G sus. But it's a folky kind of song, so. Oh well, is that the only guitar joke? I don't get it. Why is that even funny? There must be a reason why that's funny. Oh, Ash, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. If you are enjoying my live, please do like, share, follow. If you're not already following me, or subscribe. And if you'd like to support me, and if you can see my live goal, that would be one tremendous way to support me. But it's not the only way. And any support you want to send me is totally appreciated and optional. But my regular schedule is Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, 9 to 10, New York time. So I should probably end this live. I really got to lie down and do this late night nap. The nap doesn't have to be long. Really, it only has to be maybe 10 or 15 minutes. So thank you, all of you who are here and have been here. Well, it's kind of silly to thank people who have been here if they're not here now, because they can't hear the thanks. But I thank you anyway. If you were here at any point, even if you can't hear this, thank you. I really appreciate you. If you're not, please follow me again. If you're enjoying, please follow or subscribe. Whatever platform you are on, whatever it's called different things in different places. I'm going to close these. I'm streaming on 4 different apps. I'm going to close them one by one. And let's see, this one goes first because I don't know if there's really anybody there. Okay, do I want to end the stream? Confirm! Wow, I got more viewers than usual on that platform and 3 new followers. Hardly anybody ever comes to watch on that platform. And then, good night to all of you who I'm looking at right now. Okay, that one's over. Let's see how that one did. Wow, I got more viewers there tonight also. Almost 1,000. All right, good night to all of you on the horizontal platforms and the meta-owned platforms. It has been so much fun, and I hope to see